Okay, today, so we had a little bit of time off in the weekend. Let's really go over the base 42 rules and regs. Um, the philosophy of our base 42 is the following: it is an attack defense with simple adjustments, it is flexible, and it is a good blitz defense. It is sound versus every offense with a few modifications. Our quote for defense: get at least 8 players to the ball and make sure they arrive in a bad mood. For my coaches, I didn't want them to complicate this defense with ideas. I need to tell myself that more. Keep the teaching simple and let the kids play. Coach collision, not contact. Okay, so the rules in aligning our defense: align correctly, win the takeoff, get to the ball following the proper path, punish every person in your way to the ball, play through the whistle. Um, so obviously for personnel, the number one rule is line upright. The nose, the tackle, the rush, and the end, or the front four, they're always going to be the front four. Their rule: win the takeoff. Use your technique, whatever it is, to gain leverage, whether it be slanting, ripping, whatever it is. Control your gap. Look inside for trap. Get to the ball following the proper path. Will and the Sam are the two inside linebackers. Read your key, which is the guard through to the backfield. Gain leverage with force. Take an inside step on every snap. Get to the ball following the proper path. The spur and the bandit in a white coverage, which is what we're talking about right here, the simplest form of this defense. Read their key, which is the last man on the line of scrimmage. Keep outside leverage with force and position. Take an inside step on every snap so they can get a good drop going back in coverage. And they are flat players, and that's going to depend on where they are on the field, and that'll come in our next lesson. Um, Corners 8x1 can be bail if it's a single receiver. If it's multiple receivers to your side, then you've got to be back pedal. Your first 3 steps, regardless, are backwards. You're reading the last guy on the line of scrimmage to the quarterback for run and pass. The free safety, you're aligning in the apex of the 2 widest receivers, maybe trying to point to each as you look at the quarterback. If you can see that whole V, then you're aligned right. This is a lot of verbal today. I want you to write it down, maybe snap some pictures of what I talked to you about. Let's see how well you did there. We talked about this the other day of the calling the fronts. I think you should copy this and diagram it. I have 1 to 9 lined up left to right. So you're lined up right. And our next real big teaching point will be our install. And we're going to start talking coverage in our next install, which will hit you tomorrow. So let me see some copies of your legal pads and your notes. Let me see that you're doing a good job. I'll match you. I'll send you mine back to give you a little bit of a cheat sheet and help you get rolling. Thanks. God bless. I hope all is well. Give me feedback. Break out of the group text with the feedback.